just start talking. Alright guys, this is a Ministry of Chaos.
Road trip.
This is more like a road trip podcast, so if you expect like interesting images to pop up somewhere around here, that's not going to happen. So, put us in the background of something and listen to us and just go relax or something. That's my advice. You know?
That's deep.
Don't expect cool things, images. We just got the words.
Why do you gotta break their hearts?
Because I don't want to edit every single thing. Okay. Yep, we on road trip. Alright. I played some more Monster Hunter Rise.
How'd that go?
Well, you know how I'm, like, trying to get better at this game that's insanely difficult for beginners.
You still trying to use a bow?
Yes. Okay, so like the recommendation is use these 3 weapons as a beginner. So you got like sword and shield and the sword that's as big as a house, you know, the anime sword. And then I don't know, there was something else. But it's basically that. Like it's all swords, you know. That's your beginner weapon. Well, I was like, okay, fine. Maybe I should learn a beginner weapon, and then I will finally get good at the game.
That's the key, get good.
So I tried the sword that's big as a house. I hate it. I hate it, Nathan. It sucked. Like, I was fighting it with a training monster, and I'm like, you know what I miss?
What do you miss?
The bow. I miss the bow. And so, fine. I will use the bow. And then I looked up on a tutorial, because usually when I push buttons with the bow, I end up like putting on a coating and taking off the same coating. And I'm like, there's probably a strategic way to change the coatings, because there's like a far away coating or something and a close-up coating, whatever. So I finally looked at a tutorial and they told me, yeah, here's how to use the coatings. And they're like, here's these other 15 moves that you can do with the bow. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. Shut up. I can't do that. So I'm like, okay, all right. I have trepidations about playing online.
Yep.
Because I think that if I play online, I'm going to just suck. And everyone's going to send me, like, stupid stickers of, like, ha ha ha, you suck. We hate you. Our party wiped. Your butt. Feel bad. So, like, I'm nervous to play online. I'm like, well, that's really messed up. You got a video game that makes you anxious.
That is a little funny.
That's not the purpose of a video game. So I'm like, I will just do some solo quests a little bit. I'll get more comfortable with the bow. I'll get gooder. Okay? So I'm like, all right, let's go and do another quest, guys. Because I've pretty much done 1. And so I'm like, I will make that 2. Aha! I will go and do that. So I get my next quest, and it's like, hey, go collect these mushrooms. And I'm like, well, I can't possibly screw that up.
Watch me.
Yes, let's go. So I get on my dog, because you ride a dog in this game. That makes sense. And I got my cat with me, and I'm like, I'm going to go pick up mushrooms. And I find a mushroom, and I pick it up. And it doesn't count for the quest number. And I'm like, what? It's a mushroom. Why not?
It needs to be a lucky special mushroom.
Okay, so I go find some more mushrooms, and it doesn't count. And I'm like, what the? I'm putting these mushrooms in my pack. Meanwhile, because I'm Kathy and I'm klepto, I'm like picking up all this other random crap to the point where my inventory starts going, hey, you have all you can carry of that thing. Like, stop picking that up. And I'm like, yeah, probably at some point I should, like, do something with these items. I don't know what to do.
Eat all the mushrooms at once.
And then, meanwhile, you get these tutorials that pop up every now and then. They're like, hey, you could use this to attract monsters. You could use this and craft a scent thingy, and then it would bring monsters to you, and you could do that. And I'm like, I literally don't know how to do that, even though you just explained it to me. I don't know what that means, but okay. So you get those messages every now and again, and I'm running around the map going, mushrooms, and I keep picking them up, and it keeps like not counting them. So I finally look at my map, and I'm like, okay. Like I made like not the mini map, I make the map bigger. I look at all the stupid symbols, and I'm like, where are these things? Because if it's a quest, logic dictates that it would mark it on my map of like, hey, stupid, go here, get this thing. And I find these green dots on my map, and I'm like, are those monsters? Are those mushrooms? I have no idea. I don't know how to map. And it turns out, okay, those are the mushrooms. And I'm like, I've been picking up mushrooms. Why is it not counting it? Also, the other fun thing about Monster Hunter is the quests have a time limit.
Nice.
Like, you get like an hour to do this stupid quest before it like times you out or something. So I've been running around for a while, and now I'm starting to get concerned about time, which is ridiculous. I'm just getting mushrooms. And so I run around and I fight little monsters trying to get good at my bow, which is just my character like miming, reaching around themselves, trying to grab a bow. And they drank a potion because I'm too stupid to remember what button gets out your weapon. And then I get out my weapon and I put a coating on it, and I'm like, just shoot, So there's a lot of that. Meanwhile, my dog is just, going to town because it understands what it's doing. My cat does a thing. I don't know what my cat does, but yeah.
Yeah, this freaking camera keeps on wanting to drift to the left.
Well, then it's just let it shift it around. Shift it. You're doing great. Anyways, maybe put a fox beside it. Put a stuffy beside it. There you go.
What does the fox say?
Put a stuffy there.
Hey, buddy.
So I look at my map. Actually, no, I had to look it up. I was like, where are these stupid mushrooms? What do they look like? It turns out all these mushrooms are on top of these mountain rock
Does that look
thingies.
okay?
I don't care what it looks like.
Sweet.
Because
Okay.
it's supposed to be audio only. Pretty much. Like, we're not doing cool. If they want to stare at our faces in sunglasses, they can. I mean, that's their problem.
Sweet.
We love you. Anyways, so I look it up, and I figure out what the mushrooms look like, and that I have to get on these high cliffs. And then my character spends another half hour running around because I can't get on top of these stupid mountain thingies, and I can't figure out how to climb them. And I'm like trying and jumping. I'm trying to use the wire bug to get my butt up there. I suck with the wire bug. I just suck at this game. I suck at life. This game makes me feel stupid when I play it.
It makes you feel alive.
Finally, I found like this vine crab thingy, which I recognize from some other vine crab thingy as crap that your character can climb. And I just felt so stupid. I'm like, why wasn't that marked on the map? Why wasn't that made more obvious for my dumb butt? So I climbed that, and I'm able to get mushrooms. But then not all the mushrooms are in this one rock section. I have to go to another rock section. I'm just like, because I feel like I'm going to run out of time and not get my mushrooms, and then I'll have to start this thing over again.
Powerful stuff.
I'm like, so I finally get all my mushrooms, and it's like, congratulations, go back to town. And it takes me back to town, and I'm just like, this game. Like, so many people love Monster Hunter Rise, and I'm just like, trying to make my $25 work.
Monster Hunter sucks.
Well, just, no, I suck. This game makes me... And meanwhile, one of my friends gave me, the Zelda game, the one with the birds. The one with the birds.
I don't know. You can say that all you want. I still won't know what it is.
Birds. It's not Wind Waker. That's the one with the boat. It's the one that just came out with. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. It's the one with the birds. Anyways, and so, like, that used to be a Wii game.
I'll look it up for you.
And its controls are stupid because it's supposed to have Wii motion controls, and it doesn't. So they mapped all the sword movements to the joystick. And that's where you're supposed to control your camera. So if you want to control your camera, you got to push a button and then wiggle the joystick. Otherwise, you're just swinging your sword around like an idiot. And I got get used to those controls. I'm fine with those controls.
Link's Awakening?
No. That's the cute chibi one. And it looks like toys. It's not the toy one.
Age of Calamity?
No, that's the fighting one. The one with the birds. Skyward Sword. You suck. I remember. Haha. It's Skyward Sword. Because it's all about the sword. Whoa. Anyways, I've already gotten farther than what my friend did. So I'm already, you know, I can deal with the controls. I'm fine. It's good. It's whatever. But the controls on Monster Hunter are just, my character looks so stupid. I can't get my bow out. And then the monster is like hitting me really close and I can't run away because I have my bow out. You can't run when you have your ginormous bow out because your character is using all its strength to hold up a bow.
That's weird.
But for some reason I keep wanting to play this game, you know, to like maybe get better at it. I like all the Japanese stuff in it. I love the Japanese stuff.
You love the Japanese stuff.
I do, but like, I don't know, the game is hard. But thankfully it hasn't given me any like big monsters yet. I'm still in little baby monsters stage of like, go kill this tiny looking thing that's doesn't even look that threatening, but yeah. Oh well. Alright, that's my Monster Hunter Rise story.
That's powerful stuff, Kathy.
I know. Switch back over to Breath of the Wild. I've been running around finding Korok seeds.
What's a Clorox seed?
You know, it's the thing that allows me to have more weapons and bows and shields.
Awesome.
Which I need because everything that I own breaks. So, I want that. Yep.
I think I'm just going to leave the camera alone.
And stop fiddling with it. Because it just let it drift. It'll be comical to like, it starts pointing out the window at one point. Look at the window. What'd you ask for Christmas?
Nothing, really.
Are you serious?
Well, I asked for a history book.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, but it's kind of like a funny adult history book where it's told in probably the most vulgar way possible.
Oh, so it's like, what's the name of the book?
Effing history or something like that.
Oh. Is it like a bathroom reader?
It could be.
Where you stick it in the bathroom and read short stories while you poop?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Sounds like it. Sounds like it'd be that kind of book. Is it a big book?
It's like 200 pages or something like that.
Not that big.
Not
okay.
that big.
All right.
A guy brought it into work one day, and I thought it was funny.
Okay. Cute.
What else? Ordered myself another 5th edition handbook.
Have you played a barbarian before?
Yeah. I think that was my first 5th edition character back in the day.
Really? Okay.
I think I played a barbarian, a druid, and a cleric.
What's your favorite class?
Well, I haven't played them all yet.
Well, what's your favorite out of the ones that you played?
Actually, that's not true. I've also played a bard.
Have you played a warlock?
No.
Okay.
Never.
And obviously you haven't touched artificer or whatever.
No artificer, no wizard, no sorcerer.
I don't know if it's artificer or artificer. Artificer?
I'm weird, so I'm going to call it a ficer.
It's funnier as a ficer.
I guess I could go to the parents and say, hey, I bought this. Do you want to hold it back?
No, you can't do that.
Why not?
You can't do retroactive gift giving. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, totally.
That's like when you and Mom split the bill on the newest Mario Party, and then we bought it and we started playing it, and then you were like, wait, should we wrap this up for Christmas?
Oopsie.
I'm like, no, you can't do that. You just played it. We're playing it forever now.
It is a pretty fun game, though.
I do like it.
Probably not worth $50, but it's still fun.
I like how pretty it is. I do like how they, cleaned it up and everything like that. Like, they really did make it look pretty. I don't know why they made Daisy's hair look like a butt.
And why they made Daisy sound like a dude.
Yeah, and why her hair is plastic, like the shine on it. Good gosh, turn that down. I mean, why not do it, Nathan? Why not make, just put the 3 games together, the first, the second, the third, give us all the boards, give us all the mini games. Why not?
I don't know.
Why? Why can't you? It's not like they're making money when the 64. They don't make money when you buy a Nintendo 64. It's all old. It doesn't make sense. Okay, wait. Maybe they're not doing it because they're releasing Nintendo 64 games, so they're gonna slowly drip feed us those games. But that's not true either, because they have the Super Nintendo games, but they haven't given us the games we actually want.
Earthbound,
and then Legend of the Seven Stars. Where's that, Nintendo? What?
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay extra for those.
I think the Paper Mario 64 is their newest 64 rollout. Here's one game. You get one. Hooray! Don't you feel lucky?
Yippee.
But I do like their old new Mario Party more so than the other Mario Party. The other Mario Party was still pretty good, but that one probably wasn't worth $60 either.
No. I'd pay $60 for what they just came out with, but not this new one, which is like half the size. The map size is only like half of what it should be.
Yeah, okay, so I was wondering that. So, to me, Peach's birthday cake and things like that, were those actually larger or is it the same board?
I don't really know. They might be the same size, but I guess that's my nostalgia kicking in. I just like the old stuff better.
I thought there were 3 layers to Peach's birthday cake. That, on the board, that you can go around 3 times. Am I crazy for thinking that?
No, I can bring over the old N64 sometimes and we can research.
I think Trevor will like the new Mario Party, though.
Yeah.
Not so much on the motion control stuff. Have you played a Rogue?
Not on 5th edition.
Have you played a Rogue ever?
Oh, yeah. In 3.5.
Were you good at it?
No.
Of course not.
Do I look like the sneaky type to you?
I think I could do a pretty good Raccoon Rogue. I think I could.
In case you guys didn't know, we ordered the Delver's Guide, so that's coming maybe.
The Delver's Guide to Beast World. That's the whole thing.
Turn your D&D campaign into a furry campaign.
Well, yeah, do it, yeah. You could be a cow.
Tempting.
You could be an opossum.
That's more tempting.
They have that race. You could do it.
Do they have cows?
They have cows. They do. They also have bison. But they also have milk cow, moo moo. So what'd you say your favorite class was?
Favorite class. Probably barbarian, I guess. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Have you ever done fighter?
In 5th edition?
In any edition?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I would think that one would be up your alley, that you would like all the weapon choices and crap like that.
I mean, yeah, but in 3.5, fighter kind of gets a little complex because every other level they get a feat.
Oh. Well, that should be good, right?
Yeah. But if you want dirt simple, probably barbarian's the way to go.
Oh.
That's an opinion.
Okay. You whack stuff.
Yep. You wacky stuff.
You've never really been the spell caster guy. You don't seem to go for those.
Not often. They squishy.
And you like to run up and do things.
Yep, that's me.
You don't really stand in the back.
No.
Have you done Ranger?
Probably, I just don't remember it.
Aww. But Ranger in all the YouTube videos gets pooped on.
Yep.
And I think Ranger is cool. Ranger's cool. Ranger's like a druid.
Kinda.
Except not.
Yeah.
Are you tired?
Oh, a little bit. Oh, you're yawning. Are you tired?
Shut up. It's only because you did. You caused this to happen.
Probably.
Yep.
What do you think of Diablo? That Diablo 2 Reforged?
Like, it's honestly the only way that I would play Diablo 2, because like the old style graphics are just too meh for me. Like, I get really picky about graphics though. My friend got all excited about the new Pokemon games that are coming out, like Platinum, Pearl, and Diamond, Silver. I have no idea what they are. But like, the art style is chibi, but it's not chibi cute and really nice looking like they did for the Zelda remake on Link's Awakening. Like, that chibi style looks really cute. I like that. This Pokemon chibi style looks like butt. And she's like, well, it was like that on the actual Game Boy. And I'm like, it don't look pretty enough for me.
Yeah, that's what I want. Game Boy graphics on my Switch.
Yeah. I mean, they could have easily turned around and made it look like, Sword and Shield graphics.
Uh-huh.
If they did that, I'd be fine with it. Because I know Sword and Shield, people complain about that, and they're like, it's not pretty enough. We could have a really pretty Pokemon game, but they can't do it. And I'm like, it's passable. Like, it's way better than whatever they're doing with the chibi style.
Yeah.
And I've heard people kind of complain about the game of like, I don't know, like, I don't think people are quite happy with it. So I'm like, I'm out. I got other games to play. So Diablo 2, the fact that they made it pretty, I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. I had to play it in the default graphics.
Terrible.
Like,
Terrible.
the game kept crashing on the normal graphics, so there was a button that made it go back to legacy graphics. I had to play it like that until they patched the heck out of the game.
I don't know
to
how
make
you could stand it.
I couldn't. I had about an hour in me. Then I was like, guys, I gotta quit because my eyes are bleeding.
I like it, but it's not a Kathy game. Like, closest game to that Kathy game is like Hades. And that is only because it gives me like little drip feed stories, and when I die, I feel like I still gain something and can get a little bit farther.
Gotcha.
Of course, Hades is more like a rogue. What do they call it? Roguelike, Castlevania, some crap like that, isometric thingy.
It's like Diablo 2 and Rogue Legacy had a baby and they called it Hades.
Yeah, because you get blood and guts everywhere and stuff, so it's a little violent game, but it's fine. Oh, okay, this is a thing that happened recently.
Uh-oh.
Trevor was like, hey, I think you play baby games. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, what's the age for your games? Because we had just seen an ad for like the newest Dark Souls or something like that.
Yeah.
And of course it's mature or something, or 14 and up, whatever. He's like, what are your game ratings? I'm like, surely I have one game. Surely I have one game that's at least like 13 and up.
I don't think
surely
Hades is mature, is
Nope.
it? Nope, I didn't think so.
Nope. It wasn't even rated T for teen.
Diablo's mature.
Diablo's mature. Yeah, it does have some naked bodies and some gutsies.
The old school Diablo 2 and Diablo 1, Diablo 3, those are all mature games. This Reforged, I'm not exactly sure what the rating is because, as you say, there was a little bit of nudity in there.
Do you think they took it out?
Yeah, I think they did, actually.
Really?
They cleaned it up a little bit, so I'm
seriously?
not exactly sure what the rating is now for
Why?
Reforged. It might still be mature, but I'm not sure. I guess I could look that up. Oh, the wonder of smartphones.
Yeah, but I like playing Diablo 2. It's fine, but it's really a game that I just click around on while talking to you guys. I don't think I care as much about like getting good loot and whether my character's good, or like it's literally something to click around on while I hang out with you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, but it's not the be-all and end-all game for me either.
Y'all should get Nintendo Switches and Monster Hunter Rise, and then help me out killing monsters and be my online party so that I don't feel awkward about playing with strangers. Yeah. I even like sadly looked that up of like, did somebody make a YouTube video of what to do when you feel scared playing online with strangers on Monster Hunter Rise? Like, you got any advice? No, because like nobody has that feeling. They just, but of course everybody has real friends that they play with.
Okay, yeah, Diablo 3 got an M rating.
Okay.
Diablo 2, the content of this game is suitable for persons aged 16 years and over.
Ages 6 and up, got it.
16.
6. What? Okay. That's fine.
Another one says you have to be 18 years old for legal reasons. So it looks like it's a mature rated game still.
Yeah. I'm not sure you qualify on that age range. I'm not sure you're allowed to play that.
I wonder sometimes.
Tee-hee-hee.
But yeah, overall it was a fun game. I was playing it last night. I got a barbarian that's about to hit level 64.
Necro's your favorite.
Oh,
though,
Necro's
right?
the crap.
Well, then why? Okay, if you got a Necro, then why are you doing a
Barbarian.
Whatever.
Because Necro is probably the best support character for the group because you can have like an army of skeletons and resurrected.
Yeah, it really pisses me off when you do that. I'm like, I can't tell who the bad guy is anymore because I'm stupid.
Corpse explosion. But unless you're like, I play a necromancer that resurrects. That's what he does. he's not really a damage dealer. So if you're trying to crawl through all these dungeons and get loot, well, it's going to be slow going.
Because you resurrect the dead bodies.
Right, and your minions don't really do
kill the dead bodies.
A ton of damage. I mean, the fastest way you're going to do is have your minions kill everything, and then you do corpse explosion.
Okay.
Now that does a lot of damage, but it takes a while to get the bodies on the floor. Now,
let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Now, with a paladin or a barbarian, in my case, I mean, that's what they do. They go up to the enemy and smack them with an axe or a hammer or a sword.
Okay. So you made that thingy so that you can play by yourself more.
A little bit.
Okay.
He's better at it, I think.
All right.
He ain't there yet. He doesn't have the loot, and he doesn't have the levels yet.
Okay.
He doesn't have the equipment, I should say.
I play a Boazon, but Boazons apparently suck. So eventually she's going to have to turn into a javelin thrower.
Javazon?
Yeah. You know, it's almost like I really like the weapon, the bow, but I can't do it very well.
Yeah, you suck at 2 different games with a bow.
Yeah, I do. I know. I should make a ranger. That also sucks. Right.
I mean, it's the same thing in 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons, where, yeah, early on range is pretty good, but eventually melee, as far as dealing damage, will beat range every single time.
Man.
Now, that's 3.5. I don't really know how it is in 5th edition.
I don't know either.
Because my Goliath was using like a full blade made for a storm giant in 3.5, and he could like throw out like 48 worth of damage plus his ungodly strength bonus.
So, do you have like a particular like level range that you're like, yes, this is a sweet spot for my character, because it does get more complex like as they get higher level, because then you got all this crap that they can do. At the same time, your enemies get harder.
Yeah.
So blur. So do you have like a particular level range where you're like, yes, this is my happy spot?
Simplicity versus complexity.
Yeah, like like do you have like, is there, you know, because some people they like the beginning levels because, you know, you got to think about everything. Right. But other people are like, no, I really like the big levels because I'm so powerful.
As I keep saying, I mean, I play 3.5, a lot more experience with that than I do 5th edition.
Yeah.
And that Delver's guide, that's the first time I've ever DM'd.
No, Fandelver.
Fandelver. The Lost Mines of Fandelver. That's that's the first time I've ever DM'd 5th edition. And I think 5th, 6th level, 3.5, that's where I'm most comfortable.
Okay.
You can do quite a bit, but it's not overwhelming.
I like, as a new player, I liked being able to start out at 1 and work my way, because that helps me learn the character class and like what all it can do. Like that helped me learn my spells and things. Because like if you had been, okay guys, we're gonna start you on your first campaign. All right, you guys start at level 6, go. I'd be like, ah. So I'm pretty sure, and you know, same thing for Trevor when he makes a new character, and when I make a new character, I would want them to be at level 1 to learn their stuff, even though they're squish. They're so squishy.
Yeah, kind of squishy.
Yeah.
Especially a sorcerer wizard.
Yeah. I do like the wizard though. Like it's pretty good, but honestly, I think I'd like pretty much all the classes. I don't think I run into a class where I'm like, I hate this.
Well, one of these days, I mean, I think I'd like to try Warlock sometime.
Ooh. Have a patron. So, I know DMing is not usually your thing. How do you feel that you've done on Fandelver?
Some days are better than others. Like, I think the best I think I've done was like in that goblin cave when you were rescuing Sildar. That's, I think, the best I've done so far. And you guys probably have or haven't seen this yet, depending on when this gets posted, that I think my quality kind of dipped a little bit right after that. I mean, everyone makes mistakes, but...
Well, I've noticed that, like, in some parts of the book, they just flat out don't give you stuff to work with. You know? Like, and I don't think that's a fault of yours. Like, it's literally like, Thunder Tree. Thunder Tree is what I'm talking about. Thunder Tree just seemed to, like, not have a lot. Here's a town. There you go. Like, I feel like some of the book part could have been fleshed out a bit more.
Yeah.
Especially, like, if you're gonna send your characters there. Now, having read through all of Strahd in preparation for DMing, I can say that I like that about Strahd, of, like, every place that there seems to be something going on there. Granted, like, of course, you're gonna run into a couple places that are probably like, it's not they probably could have added more here.
Yeah.
But I've already looked up a bunch of crap on every thing, so, like, if I need to, I can insert stuff into it to give it more flesh out, so you would never know. But yeah, I feel like they could have done a bit more on some things with Fandelvers.
Well, they say, like, in job interviews and, like, just when you're hyping yourself up, when you're talking about yourself, you're never supposed to say how crappy you do. Well, I'm not that type of guy. I mean, I will put myself down at a drop of a hat.
Well, see, I think you notice your flaws as a DM more than you notice the good stuff, because, like, me and Trevor are, like, literally just, we're just happy to be here. Shut up, you're doing fine. Like, you're being the DM. You're doing great. What?
I'm crap. I should be fired. Excellent stoppage.
Thank you. I was hoping he would stop. Like, come on, I'm right here.
No,
I'm right here.
He owns the road.
I'm right here. Man. I'm like, surely he notices me.
Oh, he noticed you. He just didn't care.
Notice me, senpai. See, I didn't even kill you there on, like, super stop. That wasn't super stop. But that was like, I am required to slow down.
Aggressive braking
because of you.
No tire screeching.
You turkey. Just mosey out in front of the highway. Just take your time.
Yeah. Didn't you see the crown on top of his on top of that truck? He owned the road. He is the literal king of the road.
I understand they're big trucks and stuff like that, but I don't know. My inclination as a driver is like, I will wait longer. I don't care if I have to wait. I will wait longer until, like, it's good. I wait longer. I don't do the crap. I try to avoid the crap where, like, yes, other people have to slow down because of me. I don't want to do that.
Well, if he keeps doing that, he's not going to be on the road a whole lot longer because
he won't have a truck anymore.
Yeah.
Mosey out. It looks fine. I'll just go. It's cool.
So, Kathy.
Yeah.
By now, I think quite a few people have seen our 2019 BronyCon videos. Do you think we'll ever hit up another convention?
I think we'll go to another convention. I don't know if BronyCon's coming back, though.
No, probably not that one.
BronyCon seems to be kind of dead.
Something else.
Yeah. I think we'll go to something else, surely. 2019 BronyCon was amazing. I'm interested to see what they do with this, with the new season of Pony. Like, I don't think it can ever get as big.
Probably not.
Yeah. They had a really good thing.
But on the other hand, I've kind of checked out femfiction.net, and membership is growing there.
They're growing?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I kind of saw that they're already using these new ponies in their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as actual stories goes, that's still, I think, on the decline overall a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems to be the same people posting their stuff.
Yep. No newbies. That's okay, though. Okay, do you think it was a mistake that they did a movie first? Because I've been wondering, like, maybe they should have just done what, you know, Generation 4 did, here's our opener, and we're continuing with the season. That way there's not, this movie, here's a bunch of your unanswered questions, we'll have a season later. Yay!
I don't know if it was a mistake or not. I mean, I don't think it matters too much. I think I enjoyed the other Gen 4 movie better, though. I mean, this one wasn't bad, but I don't know if it was great.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you do, you know, your regular season opening, and then you go on into your season, and then later you're like, okay, big event, you now have an attachment to these characters, see them in a movie. Like, I think that formula works better than, here's a movie, traffic, I don't trust anybody now, Nathan, I don't trust them and what they're gonna do. Was that unwarranted?
No.
Was I completely unreasonable?
But on the other hand, he didn't really do anything wrong either.
Nope. It's probably like, you're a weirdo. Anyways, like, yeah, I think that would have been better to have just start out with a season. But of course, maybe they're like, we gotta do something pony because we haven't done something pony in a while, so we have to give them a new pony. Hurry, crank out a movie. Hurry, go. Okay. There's a movie out. We have some breathing room. Hooray. People are hyped now. People are hyped for the season. I think we could have just waited. I mean, we waited this long.
Yeah.
Speaking of wait, remember the Avatar movies?
Yeah, the Blue Avatar.
The Blue Avatar. He's still trying to make his sequels, darn it. They're coming. Someday.
Might have to get some new actors for that one.
No, we're using the same ones.
Yeah, but they're like all a decade older now, I think.
Well, I guess, I don't know if he's still actively, like, filming this crap, or if he's filmed everything.
Or just waiting for the right time.
And now he's doing all the technical add and the digital crap to it. Because the other thing that they were doing was they were filming, like, the second, the third, the fourth, and maybe the fifth, I don't know. They're filming all the movies at the same time. So that once the second comes out, they can crank out the others. Like, they'll just come out back to back.
Yeah.
That was their plan.
COVID didn't help with that, I know.
Nope. You talk about a long wait for something.
Yep.
And everyone's like, will he get people in the theaters? I'm like, you know it. Everybody's gonna go sit in the theaters for his movie. We're all gonna go see if it's a trash fire or not. It's fine. Him doing all his underwater scenies and things like that.
I can't really think of any movies in particular I want to see right now.
There's the Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. And there's the Eternals. Yep.
Meh.
I think I became more invested in the Marvel stuff because of Disney Plus. I don't think otherwise I would have cared as much. But now I care a little bit more after having seen some of the Disney Plus stuff. Honestly, them coming out with those little mini series thingies with what some of the characters are doing, I think was a brilliant move for them. Thank you for your use of turn signal. That was brilliant. Thank you. So I'm kind of interested in those movies. I don't think people are happy with the Eternals, though. I saw a lot of thumbnails of like, what went wrong with the Eternals, or what could have done better, or something like that.
I think that one's... I've kind of seen some of those too. I think the main thing was it was just too big.
But they were able to do Endgame, and that was big.
Yeah, but you already had established characters. You didn't have to introduce
Oh, they're all new and we don't care.
You're doing it. You're like starting out with Eternals and going from the. You're starting out with Endgame and working your way forward from there. And I think that's the problem.
Oops.
Because no one, unless you read the comics, no one's gonna know who these guys are.
Oopsies. Well, that's also how they messed up Captain Marvel. Was they didn't tell it in sequential order. Duh. But they didn't. So we're like, okay, she's an alien. Okay, she has no memory. Okay, she's a human. Okay. Yay! Like, she already has powers. Like, we didn't get to see her being ordinary and stuff like that. And I think it would have been stronger in the telling if we had just watched it in sequence with her and the audience knew what she was, even though she didn't. Like, I think that would have been fine.
I still haven't seen that.
What, Captain Marvel?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Eternals either.
Yeah. It was alright, but, like, everybody's really pissy that they made her, like, a Mary Sue character or something like that. And I'm like, everybody else is overpowered.
Hawkeye isn't.
I like him. He's alright. He's got his own series. I haven't watched it, but he's got a series.
Black Widow isn't.
She dead.
She's also dead.
She's very dead.
Unless they bring her back.
They'll probably bring her back. Gamora didn't have powers either.
Falcon isn't.
Nope. But he's not dead.
No.
But he got a suit upgrade. And a shield. You can throw that around. Yay! Whee!
Then you got a couple of normal guys, Black Panther and Ant-Man. They're just dudes in
suits. Dudes in suits.
I mean, apply that logic to Iron Man too.
Yeah, but he dead.
He's also dead. So in this roster, there's not that many people who can actually do a lot of damage. You got Hulk and you got Thor.
Wanda's still around. Wanda is OP.
Wanda's still OP.
Wanda is still OP. Captain Marvel is still around. Of course, they like to write her out of the plot. She's off-world because, yes, she could solve this with a snap of her own fingers. But she's off-world, so we don't have her. It's just you, Spider-Man. Go ahead. You can do it. Oh, that's another new one that's coming out.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty OP.
Yep.
But he's also
okay. There's more people than I thought there were.
Haha! We do have a team! Hooray!
But you got a whole crap load of people who are just dudes or dudes in suits that do all the work.
Yes, but they're
dudes and dudettes.
Well, we have several Batman. That's what we got.
Yeah, there's a ton of Batman in the Marvel universe.
You know what I was thinking about recently? Batman. And not like the Batman animated stuff that I was watching when I was a kid. Do you remember Batman Beyond?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I watched that so hard. That was so edgelord, edgy, dark crap.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good stuff. And then there was another Batman that I would watch, and then they replaced it with another series, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? Like, it was one of the cool Batman series, and then they replaced it with, like, a stupid one, where, like, it was a joke, and I'm like, no, this... Batman, why aren't you freaking out? Why are you just giggling and making jokes? What is happening here?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, though.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, they made it more cartoony, and I'm like, no! Give me my edgelord! I need my darkness! They did so well with their animated stuff, and then they turned it into movies, and then they went to poo. And Marvel's cranking out all these good movies, and DC's like, eh.
Well, buddy, did you want to wrap this up and break out a GPS, because we're getting into unfamiliar territory.
And Nathan's running out of things to talk about.
Yeah, maybe that too. It's your call if you want to keep talking, but
no, it's fine. We can wind down now. Thank you for listening to us
I don't know if this was fun for you, but it was fun for us.
I don't care. We're gonna post it. You're gonna deal with it. It's our channel. We can do what we want. Ha ha ha. Thank you for listening to us talk about movies and video games and other things.
And watching us almost die twice.
And watching us almost die on the road twice. Because one, because I panicked, and two, because the other one wanted to mosey out
the other
in
guy
front
was
of
an
me.
idiot.
Jeez! I'm not a tiny car. I'm a big car. You should notice me. Whatever. Thanks for listening to me rant. Bye-bye.